The star archetype is the embodiment of fascination. They live in the space between reality and fantasy, pulling attention not just because of what they do, but because of what they represent. A star doesn't chase the spotlight, they're the spotlight. Their power is symbolic. They reflect the desires, dreams, and insecurities of the people watching them. When people look at a star, they see a part of themselves they wish existed. Psychologically, the star archetype is built on projection. They become a mirror for the collective imagination. The audience doesn't simply admire them, they identify with them. A star offers emotional escape, a window into a more glamorous, fearless, or passionate version of life. But beneath that glamour is mastery of illusion. They understand that people crave myth more than truth. A star knows when to reveal, when to conceal, and how to maintain just enough distance to stay untouchable. In real life, look at someone like Marilyn Monroe. She wasn't just beautiful, she radiated. There was vulnerability behind her smile, a mix of innocence and seduction that made people ache to understand her. That paradox, accessible yet unreachable, is what made her unforgettable. She embodied softness, desire, and tragedy all at once. And that emotional complexity created a gravitational pull. People didn't just want to watch her, they wanted to feel her. Or take Michael Jackson. His charisma wasn't loud, it was almost otherworldly. His movements, his voice, his presence, everything felt larger than life. But the real psychology of the star shows up in how he blurred lines. Masculinity and femininity, adult and childlike, real and surreal. Stars often exist in these blurred spaces. Their mystery doesn't come from pretending. It comes from living on the edge of categories that most people cling to for safety. The star archetype thrives on contrast. They are both distant and intimate, adored and misunderstood. The allure lies in that contradiction. When a star walks into a room, they don't try to be relatable. They invite fascination. People project fantasies onto them, and the star allows it. They understand that mystique isn't about secrecy, it's about selective revelation. The more you see, the more you want to see. Psychologically, this archetype is fueled by energy control. The star knows how to pace exposure. They never give too much of themselves because overexposure kills fascination. Instead, they offer glimpses of performance, a look, a gesture, and then they retreat. This retreat is strategic. It creates longing. It builds scarcity. In psychology, this is tied to intermittent reinforcement, the same principle that keeps people addicted to unpredictability. The star uses it intuitively. But it's not all performance. The great stars often have a deep emotional sensitivity. They feel intensely. That sensitivity gives them the ability to channel emotion in ways that move people. Whether it's through art, music, or simply presence, they act as emotional conduits. The audience experiences feelings through them. This is why stars often burn out. The same emotional intensity that makes them magnetic also makes them fragile. They live off emotional exchange, but too much of it drains them. In modern times, you can see the star archetype in Zendaya. She has mastered the quiet charisma of presence. She's graceful, composed, yet deeply expressive. There's no desperation in her image. It's controlled allure. She shows enough of herself to feel human, but not enough to feel ordinary. That balance keeps her fascinating. Or consider Harry Styles. His appeal goes beyond music. He represents emotional openness, fluidity, confidence without aggression, traits that resonate with a generation redefining identity. That's another core function of the star archetype. They carry the values of their time. They become cultural symbols because they embody the collective desires and contradictions of the era. To apply the star archetype in your own life, you don't need fame. You need energy management and symbolic awareness. Every human interaction is a stage, and people are drawn to those who can make them feel. The key isn't to try to impress, It's to create emotional atmosphere. Speak less, express more. Move with intention. Dress with subtle exaggeration. A style that amplifies your essence, not your ego. The goal is to become memorable, not loud. The star also knows the value of stillness. While others chase attention, they let it come to them. Their silence, their gaze, their composure, all of it communicates control. This is why real stars don't need to talk about themselves. They let intrigue build naturally. In conversation, they allow pauses, they hold eye contact, they listen with an intensity that makes others feel like the center of the world. And yet, they never fully reveal their hand. Applying this archetype means mastering one paradox. Be authentic, but amplify it. The star doesn't fake who they are, they heighten it. They take one truth about themselves, maybe their humor, melancholy, sensuality, or intellect, and make it the centerpiece. Everything they do reinforces that emotional identity. People fall in love with the version of you that's most emotionally consistent. The star also cultivates a ritualistic relationship with their image. They understand that perception is currency. That doesn't mean being fake, it means being deliberate. They curate the moments they share, the energy they project, and the environments they enter. They know that mystery isn't built by hiding, but by framing, controlling how the world sees their story. But the true psychological essence of the star archetype lies in the duality between performance and loneliness. The more they shine publicly, the more they retreat privately. The attention that feeds them also isolates them. Many stars carry a quiet melancholy, a longing for connection unfiltered by perception. It's the emotional cost of being desired but not known. If you want to embody the star archetype in your life, embrace the tension between visibility and mystery. Let people see your brilliance, but keep something sacred to yourself. When you walk into a room, move slowly, look around before you speak. Let people adjust to your presence. When you talk, do it with calm authority. Be both kind and elusive. You don't have to dominate the space, you fill it. The star doesn't compete for attention. They're the attention. They live as if the world is already watching, and somehow, it always is.